guys, and welcome to the first episode of Besterday of the year, where nostalgia reigns supreme. I'm Bianca, and I'm the ultimate 90s baby, and I have a special guest with me.
I'm not special.
Yes, you are.
I'm just a young man trying to give back to his community.
Let the people know who they're listening to right now.
It's Mouse Jones. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Mouse_Jones. Also the host of the He-Man Woman Haters Club podcast. And if you see those heart eye emojis underneath your girl's picture, it's too late.
Damn. Such a savage.
No, I used to be. I'm reformed now.
Are you trying to change your life in 2017?
Yeah, 2017. I'm trying, I got tired of listening to R&B songs and crying, while eating peanut butter sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
It's time to go home and find love again.
Oh, sure.
You were friends, so I want you to, act like you have some faith in me.
Whatever you say.
Okay.
All right, so Besterday is the podcast that digs into nostalgia. So we talk about Tamagotchis, Teen Nick.
The funny part is about Tamagotchis is like, I'm a teen dad,
but
all my Tamagotchis died. So I don't know why God entrusted me to have like a whole kid. No, I think I'm a pretty good dad. I'm a cheer dad. Shout out to my kids. I'm a cheer dad. But like growing up, my Tamagotchis definitely died. I always had to hit the reset.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then
I was good at Tamagotchis.
And then what was the other one? Nanopet. Now Nanopets, I was a little better.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they died too.
Damn.
Yeah. So I don't know why God thought it,
that was a good
was
idea
befitting to give me a child at 17. I'm like,
Damn.
I was just killing Tamagotchis.
Damn.
My Pokemon did pretty well though.
Well, as long as you're taking care of your actual children, that's what's most important.
Yeah, I think I fed them this morning. Pretty sure.
All right, so before we get started, make sure to hashtag Besterday on Twitter and Instagram and whenever you feel like, and also send us suggestions and rate us on iTunes. And also follow myself, Bianca and Rogue, and Mouse at Mouse_Jones.
That's me.
All
Very
right,
simple.
let's get it started. All right, so this week in history, guys, we have some really cool things that happened. So Juice premiered on January 17th, 1992. And Mouse is looking at me because he thinks I didn't watch the movie, and I did.
Listen, I support my friends in all their endeavors, and I know Bianca definitely does not discuss Juice at length in her normal day-to-day. So I found it very intriguing that the day I come
very
to do her podcast that we're just going to celebrate you. One of the blackest movies ever made.
It's a classic movie.
Give me one line.
I got the juice down.
Wrong. Actually, I'm gonna go on record saying no one in the film said that.
Oh my God! What did they say? You got the juice down?
At the end, when after Q kills Bishop, he gets he's walking back to the elevator, and the guy says, "You got the juice now."
I was close.
You said I got the juice.
I
nobody
messed up
says
the pronoun.
That.
Oh my God!
No one said. Who's gonna say that? I got the juice, son. Nah. You can't give me no quotes. Do y'all curse? I'm not gonna say no quotes.
We can curse.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Because Tupac and one of his greatest, because he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Like he played Bishop to the day he died. Like he was Bishop to the day he died. But when he told Q, he was like, you ain't shit, 'cause I ain't shit, and I tell your mother you ain't shit. I was like, you're not gonna tell my mother I ain't shit, first of all. not her only born son.
Yeah.
You wouldn't tell me that.
Disrespectful.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Juice and
Shout
Bianca for. How hard did you have to search that? Tell the truth.
Oh my God, I didn't even research anything.
So you just knew Juice came out just today? Because I didn't even know that.
Listen, I'm on Twitter a lot. I see things, and
so you
that's
were like,
what happened.
Juice came
I just
out,
put that in.
And Mouse's black ass is coming up here.
Stop putting me on the spot.
I'm sorry, Bianca.
All right.
Shout out to you for being from Long Island. And me being from Long Island.
Okay,
but not being from Long Island at the same time.
Yeah, I was born and raised in the Bronx. I went to school on Long Island.
Raised?
Yes.
Not so much.
I don't have an accent, so that kind of gives
Who?
it
I have an accent?
No, you don't have an accent.
That's what I'm saying.
No, but I don't.
Well,
have
then again,
one
people
either.
don't believe I'm from Long Island. Like I have to argue with people. Like, no, I'm really from this terrible place.
Mm-hmm.
But
Long Island is
shout out
pretty.
to Brooklyn, who's always trying to adopt me.
Brooklyn man. Okay, moving on. Muhammad Ali was born on January 17th, 1942.
What was his real name?
Cassius Clay.
Okay. Took you a minute.
Why is this like trivia? Quiz Bianca Day?
This close to Black History Month? Yeah.
Okay. All right, so something that is not black, that's very, very mayo flavored. Dawson's Creek premiered on the WB on January 20th, 1998.
Shout out to Joey.
You watched Dawson's Creek?
I did.
I didn't
for like
watch
the first
it.
2 seasons.
I wasn't a fan.
The WB, like, I didn't have cable growing up, so I didn't have cable till the towers went down, so that was all.
I mean, the WB was popping back in the day.
Dawson's Creek had some lit shows. They had what was that, like the Summer Youth or whatever that little summer show they had. They had Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah, they had Seventh Heaven. That's what
Seventh Heaven.
Yeah.
You know, we try and forget it now.
Yeah.
You know, for white Bill Cosby. But
exactly.
You know, don't shout out to y'all, but Jessica Biel. You know, I'm not attracted to white women. I might be offending your audience. I'm not attracted to white women, but Jessica Biel.
She's really pretty.
Definitely caused me to question. Like, is she really black? Like, is she white? I don't think. I think she got some. You know, you see her. She looks so good. I'm like, I think she got some Spanish in her. So weird.
I mean, the booty don't lie, so I don't know.
She got a nice butt.
She does.
I'm trying to remember what movie she was in when I seen her butt. What movie was that? I can't remember. I think she was like she was somebody's sister in a movie, like about getting married or something.
I don't know what movie that is.
Because the brother was in the movie.
Oh, the brother from Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, was in the movie. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna look that up, guys. Hashtag Besterday. Let us know if you've seen that movie that Mouse is referring to.
Yeah, where we seen Jessica Biel's rear end.
All right, we're gonna move on to some more modern news. So this week is gonna be the Girl Meets World finale. Sad tears.
Bastards.
But the cool thing about it is that there's going to be a Boy Meets World reunion. So, like, all the old cast is going to come back for the finale. So,
yeah, but are we going to get a Boy Meets World reunion show?
This is a question that I want to ask. Because I don't really mind. I don't really care for Girl Meets World, but I want, like, the original crew to come back. At least for, like, one big special.
Yeah, Girl Meets World. They would have done good if they would have gave her, like, an original storyline. Like, I feel like it was, because I watched it, because, you know, Topanga. But no, I love Boy Meets World. One of my favorite shows. So when Girl Meets World came out, I was like, yeah, I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch the hell out of this.
Yeah.
But watching it just seemed like it was Corey all over again, just as a girl.
Just as a girl,
Like, I feel like she, you know.
They didn't really change up the story.
Exactly. So, yeah. And no, I never seen Aunt Megan. Where's Megan?
No one knows. She wasn't in this
That's what I'm
show.
saying. Where's she at?
I know. They need to actually make a reunion special and bring all these people back.
I want to see a Martin reunion show. I actually wrote the Martin reunion special.
Did you really?
I did. I sat down and wrote it. And, you know, R.I.P. Tommy. But,
all right. So if any TV execs listening to this episode, you know,
I wrote it.
Mouse.
I wrote that, and I could write one for Boy Meets World. Bring Angela back.
There you go.
Because Sean needs Angela.
Yeah. He messed up with that relationship.
She messed up. It wasn't him. She went to the Peace Corps.
Well, she wanted to do something better with her life.
Okay. Like, so you just leave Sean to just wallow in leather jacket and smoke-filled bars? You graduated in '97. Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying.
No, Sean. I feel like I was Black Sean and growing up, so.
I could actually see that.
All right. Take it easy. All right.
Speaking of reboots, Queen Latifah revealed that she wants to make a Living Single remake. How do you feel about that?
Like, if they're still single, I'm not interested. Because, like, that means all the women, like, are broken.
That's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't...
If all of you are?
Yeah.
No, wait. Sinclair got with Overton.
Mm.
Did Max and Kyle ever, did they, like, stay together?
Actually, don't remember.
I have to watch the season finale again. Yeah. The series finale, because I don't remember if they got together and stayed together. Khadijah was with... What if Khadijah's gay?
Ooh, plot twist.
I could write that, too, Queen Latifah Flavor Unit, if y'all listening.
All right, guys, let us know on Twitter and Instagram if you're into all of these remakes that are happening right now.
What if Khadijah comes back full Cleo from Set It Off? Oh, my God.
I would die.
What? Oh!
I don't think we're ready for that to happen yet.
No, TV isn't ready for Cleo to be that gay. They're not ready for a woman to be that gay on national TV.
Oh, guys, you guys can see my face right now. I can't keep a straight face with this guy. But another reboot that's happening is the Beauty and the Beast live action remake.
I want to see that.
You were into Beauty and the Beast?
Yeah, like I said, I'm not even playing when I say this. Like I grew up like broke, like my mom. So like getting a VCR, that was big for my mom.
Yeah.
So Beauty and the Beast, Lion King, Aladdin. I had all these movies and was watching them. Like I used to watch them and then rewind them.
Yeah.
And watch them again. That was back when you had to hit the double. You know, you had that double tap rewind. Nigga,
that's so old school.
Woo! Yeah. So I'm actually interested. It looks good. It looked a little weird with that because I remember Belle being like at least like 20 something, like Emma Watson or
she
whoever.
looks so much younger,
like a little
but
girl.
the thing is, she just did an interview saying that she was choosing between playing Cinderella or Belle.
Should have went to Cinderella,
but she chose Belle because she felt Belle was a better role model. So I don't know. I can't see her as Cinderella though. She doesn't have like the blonde hair and
yeah, but how do you say Belle got kidnapped? She's a victim.
I don't know. This is a quote that she said. There's this kind of outsider quality that Belle had, and the fact that she has this really empowering defiance of what was expected of her. So she challenges the status quo, et cetera, et cetera. But I didn't see, like, Belle was kind of like the damsel in distress.
She was kidnapped.
Yeah. She had Stockholm Syndrome.
Exactly. Yeah. That's all that happened.
And, like, it wasn't the best movie for kids to be like, oh, I want to be
and
like
then here
Belle
comes Gaston. You want
fuckboy.
Yes. Now you want to talk about fuckboys? Y'all like to call me a fuckboy? No, Gaston.
I don't know who's y'all. I don't call
not
you
fuckboy. Because you appreciate me. But Gaston, he was a fuckboy.
He was horrible,
terrible, and that's who's coming to save you. Shit, I'd stay with the abuser too. Now Cinderella, that's something to be marveled at. You know,
yeah, I can see that. She was a hard worker. She put up with her evil
to be honest,
members.
She should have sold drugs. With that kind of lifestyle, she should have sold drugs. Like you just don't want to be around it no more. You just
just gotta hustle.
You get a pack. You get on the block. You move that to them yard gnomes or whatever mystical creatures are out there. Get them hooked on unicorn dust and then bow.
There you go.
Maleficent Part 3.
You really need to start writing some scripts because I'm liking these ideas.
I have them. I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
All right. So last up, guys. There's another remake happening. White Man Can't Jump.
Now that doesn't need to happen at all.
See, I've never watched the movie.
I'm not surprised. It's a black person.
But the creator of Blackish is going to be directing this movie. So I don't know if that could be a good thing.
No, still no. This is gonna be terrible. Certain movies you just leave alone.
Leave it alone.
Or you just re-release it. You don't re-release it. Put it in theaters again.
Yeah.
But don't remake it.
I don't see the point of always remaking movies. Like, leave classics as they
are.
Or
don't remake it and make a part 2. If you make a White Man Can't Jump part 2, okay. But don't remake I've never seen it work. Me personally, I've never seen it work.
All right, we'll see what's going to happen with that.
Unless they're going to... Yeah, because they're about to ruin Power Rangers. I know you didn't think I was going to come up here and not talk about Power Rangers.
Oh.
They're ruining fucking Power Rangers. These kids look stupid. It look like 18 Iron Men. That's number one. The Zord... The Zord looks like a kid from Soho. All the Zord needs is a Thrasher t-shirt. That's all he looks like. He needs a Thrasher t-shirt. Like, how do you have a skinny jean wear? I love skinny jeans, but I don't want my Megazord to wear skinny jeans.
No, that's not a good look.
Alpha looks weird. I have not seen pictures of Zordon, but they saying that Bryan Cranston, who played
Walter White.
Walter White is gonna play him, so that we might get something good out of there. But the kids, like, the storyline's all stupid. Like, they have powers outside of the suit. Like, Tommy didn't have no powers. He was just a ladies' man.
I know how I feel about this.
I'm disappointed. I'm hurt. As a big Power Ranger fan, as you see, Green Ranger forever.
I didn't see that. Yeah, he has a Green Ranger tattoo in his hand.
Yeah, I'm really nostalgia. Like, I'm really that guy.
I see, which is why I brought you on the show. All right, guys. So this week, you guys all know that I'm a huge NSYNC fan. I cannot hide it. So we're going to kind of break it down because Mouse thinks he's as big of an NSYNC fan as I am.
I don't think I'm as big as an NSYNC fan. I concede I'm not as big as an NSYNC fan.
It's pretty intense.
The biggest.
Oh,
NSYNC
okay.
fan.
So it's a competition.
Okay.
So, guys, we're going to get into our fandom of NSYNC and kind of give this episode a JC appreciation. I feel like
I was bum rushed. I didn't find out this was the JC appreciation episode to just now it's bum rushed.
I just figured why that's.
Okay.
Because he doesn't get his props.
Because he doesn't deserve it.
Wait. Why do you say that?
Those frosted tips and overruns.
But get into his vocals, though.
Let's get into the vocals. He could sing.
Yeah.
I'm going to give him the strongest voice in NSYNC. He had the strongest voice. Mm-hmm. But that he didn't do anything with it.
Of course he did. His runs were impeccable. He had so much. He had more emotion than Justin.
There's where you lie.
Wow.
Justin was able to articulate that emotion.
No, he
into
did
that voice.
not.
Yes, he did. When he said, "I was hanging with the fellas, saw you with your new boyfriend and made you," I got jealous for that moment.
No, he was definitely in his feelings. Wait, speaking of It Makes Me Ill, do you notice that in NSYNC, like, they're always trying to steal somebody's girl? Like, It Makes Me Ill.
It was his girl first.
But he wants to get her back, and then with Girlfriend, he's trying to get the guy's girl again.
Well, that, you know what it is, because, they're heavily influenced by the black, and, NSYNC is really an R&B band.
Oh, for sure.
I'm going on record saying that.
Backstreet Boys was more pop, but NSYNC, they had that R&B swag.
Do not exist. They don't exist in my book.
Well, I mean, I kind of agree with that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Sorry,
weird.
Guys listening.
Little weird, A little weird there. But no, they can stay over there on their side of town.
Yeah, but now NSYNC is where it's at.
Because NSYNC was on 106 in Park.
Yeah. I remember. I remember that episode.
Boys wasn't.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
Because they didn't have the cred.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point.
So when did you first become an NSYNC fan?
All right. So like I said, growing up, it's going to sound funny, but growing up broke is how I became an NSYNC fan. Because where I lived on Long Island, we didn't get, like, in my house, the radio I had wasn't strong enough to get, like, Hot 97 and Power 105.
Okay.
Well, not Power. It was only Hot 97 at the time.
Yeah.
Wasn't strong enough to get them at the time. So I would only be able to get, like, 106.1 BLI.
Oh, my God. Stop. I used to listen to that every day when I used to go on the school bus.
Yeah. So, and then you get on the school bus, and that's what they're playing.
Yep.
So I was like, okay. And then, like I said, I didn't have cable until the towers went down. So there was, I didn't have BT, I didn't have MTV.
Yeah.
All I had was this little channel that used to come on called The Box. Not to be confused with, not to be confused with Uncle Ralph McDaniels. Not the hip hop,
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking
No,
of.
not that. There was a TV channel called The Box that would play literally 8 videos. It would play Party Up. It would play Tearing Up My Heart.
Okay.
It would play Hit Me Baby One More Time. Blink 182's what was it?
What's My Age Again?
Yes.
Yeah.
When the video where they're making fun of the boy bands.
Yeah.
That
they're,
one.
like, naked.
And it would play Eminem's Real Slim Shady.
Mm-hmm.
I forget the other 3. But they would play those on repeat. So one day I'm watching it and Tearing Up My Heart comes on and I'm like, So now I'm like, whoever these guys, they dope. They aight. And I used to say NSYNC. Like, I'd be like, NSYNC.
You couldn't pronounce it.
Cause then there's no one introducing the videos.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, they just, like, play it on loop.
Right. So so all you see is the name come up and I'm like, NSYNC. And then this is a God honest true story.
Yeah.
So what magazine was it? My grandmother had some magazine, but it had the BMG in it. That way you could order the like 12 CDs for a penny.
Yeah.
So I was like, NSYNC, they're on there. So I ordered.
Like, you gotta get that one.
So I ordered it, and so Tearing Up My Heart comes, and then it was like, it was over.
It was a game changer for you.
It was because then when I went to school, or the white girls would be singing it, I'd be like, I love that song. They'd be like, really? So I was able to kind of maneuver in and out of cultures, at a young age.
That is so inspiring.
It's just the truth. Being broke made me an NSYNC fan. So
I love it. And
what was that video they had? They had the video that they redid Jodeci's Fiendin' video.
What it was from their first
it's
album.
It's the first album, but I can't think of the name. But after I seen that, cause and
was it For the Girl Who Has Everything? Was there other? God Must Spend a Little More Time on You,
which was a banger.
Of course,
I play that in the bedroom to this day.
Listen, you can seduce some ladies with some NSYNC
so
tracks.
So if your woman has been manned down by Mouse Jones, understand that it was most likely to the tune of God Must Have Spent a Little More Time.
No, that's the way to do it. I'm not even mad at that.
What was that?
All right, so these were the singles. I know Here We Go was a single. I Want You Back.
I think it might be I Want You Back.
Okay, and Drive Myself Crazy.
Drive Myself Crazy. There
That
it goes.
One.
There goes Drive Myself
That's when
Crazy.
they're in, like,
and
the
they're in the
institution.
insane asylum.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that came from the Fiendin' video of
Jodeci.
Jodeci. And in my house, Jodeci was legend because my dad grew up with them in North Carolina.
Yeah.
So he tells the story a million times. So yeah, Jodeci was grown goats. So anything Jodeci was co-signed. So I think my dad happened to be in a room. He was like, "Why are you watching them white boys on the TV?" And I'm like, "Yo, this is NSYNC. They're lit. What's wrong with you?"
This pronunciation is killing me.
I was in fourth grade. So there was nothing I could do. It was like, this is NSYNC.
Yeah.
And then he was like, and then he seen the video. He was like, "That's Jodeci." And then so, so it was good in my book.
Nice. So do you have like a favorite memory of them, like growing up with their music? Like, did you see them in concerts?
I never got to see NSYNC live. My one of the biggest memories I Christmas of 5th grade. I got the Sony DualShock CD player.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love all these references. Yes.
Anti-skip with the Bumblebee headphones. The over-ear Bumblebee headphones is a little extra extension because I got a little peak at the top of my head. So I needed that. And what had just came out? No Strings Attached.
Yeah.
So that was a big memory, and then also seeing them, seeing Lou Pearlman on Making the Band.
Oh yeah.
R.I.P. Lou Pearlman, you dirty bastard.
He's such a horrible man.
So horrible. Anybody that wears their stomach in their jeans, you can't trust them.
That wasn't cute at all.
No.
Like, it's just. I don't like to see that kind of stuff.
But yeah, NSYNC, I got a lot of favorite memories. Yeah, because it's just, introducing black people to NSYNC. Because growing up, once I learned how to say their name.
Yeah, you kind of spread the word.
Yeah, it was no longer NSYNC. It was NSYNC.
You got it right this time.
Yeah. Being able to have those debates.
Like NSYNC versus Backstreet Boys.
With the white girl or the black people, like, what the hell is you talking about, bro? I'm like, listen, I'm going to talk about No Scrubs in a minute. Give me a second.
Yeah.
I'm over here right now educating.
Let me deal with this first.
Because, they about to piss me off. I can't even finish my chicken nuggets. They always want to argue on Nugget Thursday. They always wanted to argue.
It's not the right day to do it.
It's not. Like, just concede. Just concede.
But I remember, okay, so Bye 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 just came out, and it was Bye 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 and Oops, I think. And I went to McDonald's, and they were selling, like, the VHS tapes. And I remember getting that.
What McDonald's was this?
It was in the Bronx. I was still in the Bronx at that time.
I don't think any other McDonald's was selling the VHS.
But I remember it was, like, part of some package. And it was, like, a behind the scenes, so you could see, like, all the choreography. So that's how I learned the dance moves to Bye Bye Bye. From getting that. Yeah, I do.
I still know the dance moves.
We're gonna have a dance off soon.
We could do it. I'm
all
ready.
Right.
You remember when they was on stage with Michael Jackson?
Yes, of course.
Backstreet Boys could never. Just
No.
one more.
One more thing they couldn't achieve.
More thing.
Damn.
Tag NSYNC.
Well, since you are more of an NSYNC fan, why do you think they didn't, like, succeed Backstreet Boys? Because the Backstreet Boys are still recording music.
I think because you had this. I think egos. And I think there was a lot more inner working things going on with. I don't think they were as independent from Lou Pearlman after the
whole
after
scandal.
the split as Backstreet Boys were. I think their contract was up when all the scandal happened.
Yeah.
NSYNC was still contractually obligated to them. Also, I think it was a little easier to digest Backstreet Boys because they were pop.
They were more like
they were
acceptable.
They were pop.
Kind of.
There was no way around.
There wasn't like any controversy behind.
Well, there
them
was.
Any...
They had that, and that was the next thing. They had that wild card, the AJ kid.
Oh, AJ, he was my favorite.
AJ was a problem.
He was a bad boy.
We didn't have NSYNC didn't have a bad boy.
No, we didn't.
All we had was Chris with them badass plaques. Chris, what
was up with that?
I don't know.
I still cannot stand that to this day.
And and then NSYNC just looked weird after
they
year
weren't like
4,
a cohesive unit. Like it was just like JC
Joey
and
looked
JT.
like Joey looked like the chaperone. He always looked really
I think
old.
he was the oldest.
He was the oldest, and he always looked it.
Yeah, like he couldn't. You notice like in their videos, he was always in the back because he couldn't keep up with the dance moves.
Because he's 38 years old. Everybody else 18, 19 years old. They talking about, we going out after. I gotta get in there. I need an ice bath.
I remember. I think in the pop video, he wasn't. He didn't do the choreography. I think he like broke his leg.
Yeah,
or something
like that. Yeah.
So like Wade Robinson like subbed for him.
OG Wade Robinson.
Yeah.
What?
Mm-hmm.
They don't remember.
No.
They don't remember his dance show on MTV. They don't
School
remember.
Him out, school him.
They don't. You don't remember. This is Besterday. You came to the right place. But yeah, they didn't have the bad guy to they didn't have the bad boy to push him forward. And like I said, they're pop. There's no ifs and buts about it. NSYNC, they were pop, but they had R&B. Nobody knew really how to market them. And then you have Justin, who's skyrocketed.
He was
Justin's
a star.
he's had the red dot on him since the Mickey Mouse Club. So
yeah.
I think NSYNC was just the proper place to propel him.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm not going back to NSYNC. This could be Justin Timberlake featuring NSYNC.
I just wish JC had more of his shine. Like didn't
he do yeah.
What?
He did a real Destiny Child Lose My Breath type video. He did.
Wait, I think with was it Blowing Me Up With Your Love?
I don't know what song it was, but I was like, this is very I feel like I've seen this video.
I mean, he was trying to, finesse a little bit.
The frosted tips were bad. And then the fact that he grew them out.
Then.
I'm not gonna hold you. I was blacker than black. I was blacker than black, but I did want a little frosted by the shape up. You get the shape up. I want a little frosted.
A little bit.
I was like, Mom, can I? She was like, shut the hell up. Like, all right. Little frost.
Yeah.
Little frost. There was this kid growing up. This kid Chaz Hickman. I'll never forget. I was in 8th grade going to Robert Frost in Deer Park, and like he blew his hair out. He was black.
Yeah.
But like he grew his hair out and blew it out to look like real Super Saiyan Guido.
Oh,
JC.
No.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. It was terrible. It was terrible.
God. All right. So moving on, what would you say is your favorite NSYNC album out of the 3? So you have the self-titled.
First of all, there's 4.
Well, you count the Christmas album?
The Christmas album counts.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. I take that back. The Christmas
counts.
album does count.
That was a banger.
Count. Like,
Home
Merry
for
Christmas,
the holidays.
Happy Holidays.
What?
No, that went hard.
Merry Christmas and happy.
Yes.
What?
All right. Now you caught me there.
Come on, that counts. I feel like NSYNC, the album, is going to be always like be special because it was the first album. And I don't remember hearing a song that I didn't like.
Mm-hmm. That whole album is fire.
But
from top to bottom.
No strings attached.
Yeah. No strings attached. Yeah.
What?
I just have so many memories with that album.
Who do you think you are?
How dare you?
How dare you?
Hits
as 5 white men release such an amazing.
I know. They even have freaking like Left Eye on the track. Like
Digital Get Down. Just got paid.
Yes.
It makes me ill.
We're gonna talk about Digital Get Down in a minute.
Oh, cause they were were nasty.
Listen. It's gonna be me.
It's gonna be
bye,
me.
Bye bye.
Oh my, come on.
This I promise you. I want that to be my wedding song. No lie.
You get married?
If I decide to get married.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think you should get married.
Why not?
I don't think so. I don't know. I just don't see it for you.
Really?
I see you single. I see you
for how long?
I see you like single forever mingle.
All right.
Like I see you like being somebody who's like, I'm not a hoe because I'm single or something like that. Like yeah.
Whatever you say.
You can get married when Twitter. Whenever they get rid of Twitter, that's when you can get married.
Okay, that's when I could be free.
Yeah.
All right.
Because you belong to the timeline.
Damn. Ooh. Okay.
But yeah, so I'm gonna go with no strings attached.
All right. I think I'm gonna go.
Celebrity Let Me Down.
See, I love Celebrity because I feel like it's underrated.
Okay.
They were singing.
All we got was what? We got Girlfriend.
No, because that was like during the time when Justin wanted to be a solo star. So we didn't get all the singles that we're supposed to. We got what? Pop, Girlfriend, and Gone. That was it.
Gone? Oh, Jesus. Don't talk to me about Gone.
I know.
What? I think, to me personally, when I put on Gone, immediately I don't know what it is, my vision goes black and white. And everything is black and white.
That's
and
what
I'm
it's supposed
always
to be.
sitting on a bed.
You have to think of the video. You have to put
I
yourself
am in the video.
Yeah.
I don't know. It doesn't matter what I'm wearing, but immediately the song comes on, I have an all black sleeveless shirt. and I'm just looking lofty.
Yeah.
Into my teeth. I used to cut off the teeth. This I used to keep myself, little transparency. I was a badass little kid. So
I mean, clearly.
I was always stuck in my room,
Mm-hmm.
always in trouble.
Yeah.
And then, so I had music. That's why I love music as much as I do. Because what I used to do is I used to cut the TV off.
Mm-hmm.
It's like this back in the day. You had a TV with a booty. I don't think you could do this with these new TVs. TV with the booty. It had that. It had that glass front. It had a really good. It was like a mirror.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to cut in my music on. I'd make music videos.
Wow.
I'd be all in the camera. What?
Just like busted a
giving
move.
fisheye. I'm giving Missy Elliott. So
love it.
And by the time Gone came out, I was a little older. But
yeah, I think we were in I'm younger than you. I was in sixth.
Wow.
6th or 7th.
Wow,
grade.
look at that. Look at that. Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm 27, all right? I'm not
25.
old.
I didn't say you were old. I'm just saying older.
Okay. Yeah, but I got a lot of. I was telling my homeboy came with me. I want a hits clip from Radio Disney one time.
Oh my god!
Because Radio Disney used to come in on the FM station, so
Radio
I wanted.
Disney was popping.
So I want a hits clip, and I bought so many NSYNC hits, and I used to be mad like, why is it only 1 minute and 20 seconds of this song? I need more. So shout out to my mom and dad.
Shout out to Mouse's parents.
Yes,
they sound amazing.
They definitely got me anything that was going against the culture that I was falling deeply into, which was hip hop and street.
Yeah,
they were with. So Harry Potter books, they got me.
Yeah.
My mom reneged, took them back because she's a Christian, and once my pastor spoke against it, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I said,
no magic in this house.
I said, hold on, bitch, you gonna take? She wanted to come get my Harry Potter book. I gave her like 3 incantations, and it didn't work. Nothing worked. I was like, you gonna take my Harry Potter book? She tried to take my Pokemon cards. I wasn't.
Oh no, that's a problem. That's
where I said, you touch these Pokemon
Crossing
cards,
the line.
I'm burning that church down. Speak against Pokemon one more time. I'm burning this shit down in the name of Ash Ketchum.
Don't ever touch a child's Pokemon cards.
I don't play like that. No. I don't play like that. I do not play. I'm a real life Pokemon master. I don't play that way. I don't even play with you like that. As much Johto League, Indigo League, I've been through them all. Okay?
Yeah.
Red, blue, yellow, crystal,
wow,
silver, ruby, moon.
I haven't got that far.
There ain't a Pokemon I ain't played except for XY. I didn't play. It got weird.
Wait, so do you play Pokemon Go?
No, because I don't have a job, and I feel like that would have distracted me.
True.
On my quest to be the biggest media personality in New York City. I would have been traveling everywhere.
Yeah.
I'd have been booking flights. I would have been all on Groupon talking about where is Snorlax at? Where in the country can I find this Charizard? Because it's about to be on.
Damn. All right. So, what would you say is your some of your favorite NSYNC songs?
Favorite NSYNC songs. Drive Myself Crazy.
Okay.
Tearing Up My Heart that's
probably top 5 for me.
That's literally my number 1. I know the choreography. I know all the words.
Yeah.
I will give you ad lib. I will give you boom, boom, boom.
The ad libs are the best parts.
What?
They don't
I had a white T-shirt waiting. I was waiting for because I knew I was gonna be the next.
It is not a game.
I knew I was gonna be the first black member.
Listen, we have a fan in this room right now. You could break it down. Get the win.
I will get.
Right
where is it? Because I will turn this fan on and I will sing all into it. Because when we are apart, I feel it too.
Woo.
And no matter what, no matter what I do, I feel what.
Take it to church.
Jesus.
Take it to church.
Come on, somebody. I almost tore this place up. About to just, take them all the way to church behind that. So, It Makes Me Ill is probably my second favorite.
Yeah.
Because that was so black.
It was so black.
I feel like Timbaland produced that record. And if he didn't, he should have.
Yeah.
Somebody bit the shit out of Timbaland if he didn't. But I do think he produced that record. But whoa. Because... Like me, I listen to music. I always listen to music the same way, and I always have since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I just play. Like I don't look for songs on the back. I just put it in and play.
I just make it play. Yeah.
So, I literally. But this was at a time when the album credits was, and I'd look at the book. But I didn't care nothing about that shit. I put that CD because I couldn't wait to
Really?
use that
I always
anti-shot.
looked at the artwork. Like I looked at
I
lyrics
looked at it
and
after, but my main things
like
was
you just
the
want to
music.
press play.
So I just put it in, hit play. You know, make sure I had some fresh double A's.
Yeah.
And this was when the double A's came out with the charge. Used to be able to check
yeah,
the levels.
Press
What?
It. Oh my god, I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
I'd be like, okay,
make
we
sure
had,
it's green.
I'd be like,
All
we
right.
lit. Put those in. And I used to put them in the refrigerator just in case. They
You
don't
were
remember.
prepared.
You ain't never been broke in the 90s if you ain't never put those batteries in the fridge for 2 days.
Guys, let us know if you remember the batteries used to recharge.
Or if you had a Game Boy, or if you had a Game Boy and the Game Boys took AA batteries.
Yeah.
But you didn't have no AA batteries in the house. Your mama wasn't going to get none.
Nope.
But you had AAAs and you had some foil. Y'all ain't been broke in the 90s.
No, see, I didn't have that struggle.
AAA and
Damn.
or if your coil ever got messed up, you pop the coil out and you put a penny in between there. Many a times,
so many things.
Because you wasn't broke in the 90s.
I wasn't.
You had a little bit of money in the 90s. You was afforded some nice things.
Yeah.
You know, I was afforded those nice things, but I wasn't afforded the maintenance of those nice things. You know, because I knew when my Game Boy Color broke, it was pennies.
Yeah.
Until I stole a new one. But my parents did buy me one. But after that, I had to steal them.
I mean, look at you now.
I'm still ain't shit. I might be worse off now.
I mean, you said it, not me. But
yeah, it makes Mill is like my second favorite. It should be number one to me, but Tearing Up My Heart was the first thing I
also
heard.
love I Want You Back.
I Want You Back.
Yes, and what else? Of course, this I Promise You, because I want that to be my song.
We're sleeping on Must Have Spent a Little More Time on You, because that is a record.
It is.
That is a record.
It is a beautiful R&B ballad. That's what
they don't hear you though.
It is not a pop record.
No,
it's total R&B.
No, if Boyz II Men is considered R&B, NSYNC is R&B.
I totally agree with you.
This is all I'm saying.
I totally agree.
This is all I'm saying. But yeah, It Makes Me Ill will forever stand the test of time, because I at one time was hanging with the fellas and saw you with your new boyfriend and made me jealous.
They were just spitting some serious shit off that song.
I was hoping that I never see you with him. But it's all good, because I'm glad that I met him.
Damn.
Because now I know the competition is very thin. And what?
Damn.
What? Talk about Dirty Mackin'. What?
No, it's so real.
And I can tell by looking at he's not the one. He's not the type you said you like. Styles whack, clothes a bag. Come on, girl, let him go. I want you back. Bars.
Yeah, I need to listen to this song after I'm done.
Bars.
Ooh,
bars.
I just got so excited.
JC did kill the second verse.
He did.
Jay-Z did come.
Thank you.
JC, now that I think about it.
I feel like he was going through some shit when he was
I think he did. I feel like that was him. I feel like they were singing about him.
Mm-hmm.
I feel, because what he came, he came in, call me a hater if you want to, but I only hate on it because I want you. What? I was like, give me this. I'm telling you, I tried to break my CD player because I hit rewind so many times. You think you fading out on me, bitch? With so much authority in this finger, I was running it back. But yeah. And then anything, like you could, their rendition of Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire.
Classic.
That's how I learned the song.
The whole album is classic.
That's how I learned the song. Yeah. Happy Holiday. There's so much fire.
I know.
Coming home for the holidays.
People don't realize how many tracks they have that go so hard. That's why I have you here.
No one respects no one else has released a respectable Christmas album. No. Nobody. Not your Mariahs, not your Whitneys. NSYNC gave you Home for the Holidays, and it's not appreciated. And that's what was being played in my house around the Christmas time. My kids were like, what is this? I'm like, you shut up and learn. You learn. You learn. That's you shut up and you learn. That's what you do.
All right, we're going to wrap up this NSYNC segment by breaking down the glory that was Digital Get Down.
So
Let's
nasty.
talk about it.
So nasty.
So I wrote a roundup of the dirtiest boy band lyrics of all time.
Right.
So, and Digital Get Down was like, I think it was like in the top 5.
So what was the top 5? I need to know the top 5.
So it was, I feel like 112 was in there.
They're not a boy
band. I consider
these
them a boy
are R&B.
band.
No, boy bands are your Backstreet Boys.
I mean, I put
NSYNC,
98 Degrees in there.
They have a nasty song. What's their nasty song?
Give Me Just One Night, Una Noche.
Okay.
I'll Give You the Time of Your Life.
Okay.
That was like in the beginning.
Yeah, that was okay.
Who else did I put on there? O-Town's Liquid Dreams.
That's what I was waiting. If that's not number one.
Well, the thing is, the title was called Liquid Dreams, but they didn't really divulge into the nastiness.
Yeah, but they did.
No, they didn't.
Girl, you listen to them lyrics again.
All right, I'll listen to it.
Because that song was not I was learning. And then I'm like, Liquid Dreams. And I was singing it one day, and my mom said, you singing about a goddamn wet dream?
I didn't know what that was until
I didn't know what a liquid dream was till my dad was like, stop singing about what are you walking around my house singing about wet dreams for? And I was like, oh, that's what.
What else did I put on? I'm looking at it right now. I put Backstreet Boys, Everybody, Backstreet's Back. They're talking about, am I sexual? You need to rock your body now.
Okay. I didn't like random sexual. That's why Digital Get Down was such a good song.
No, because they were so upfront. Like, they didn't like do any innuendos or anything. They were just talking about.
And they were nasty all the way through.
Turn on your webcam. Let me see what you got going on for you.
Mind you, this is in the days of dial-up.
Exactly.
Imagine.
So you probably had like some blurry interfaces.
What?
I just want to read this lyric real quick. I get so excited when I'm watching, girl. I can't wait to see you touch your body, girl.
Jesus Christ.
It's just me and you, so we can do what we got to do.
Jesus Christ. Why don't we respect NSYNC more? They need to be in the they need a segment. They need a segment on everybody's show everywhere.
I totally agree.
They need statues. They need statues. What else do they need? Did they get Grammys? Because if not, they need them.
They did. They got a Grammy for No Strings Attached. I don't remember if it was Best Album or Best Song, but they got a Grammy for it.
As they should.
Yeah.
They need a movie.
I would love that.
Not a Lifetime movie.
But an actual, like, blockbuster.
Lifetime. They do need a Lifetime movie because that's the only chance I got at playing Justin Timberlake.
No, wait. No, they're making a Britney Lifetime movie, and Justin's going to be in there.
I could be Justin Timberlake because it's Lifetime.
Better hit them up.
I'm going to hit them up. I'm going to hit them up because I have a chance. If Flex can play Michael Jackson.
You can play Justin Timberlake. That's a valid point.
Just saying. I'm just saying. When are they going to be respectful to Michael Jackson and let a white woman play him?
Stop. All right, moving on. So we're going to pick the song of the week. So this is the segment where, like, our co-hosts, we surprise each other with a throwback song.
Oh.
So.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Mine isn't, like, too throwback. It's more, like, middle school. So it is, it's the Black Eyed Peas, My Humps. Do you remember that?
You weren't in middle school when My Humps came out.
Yes,
I refuse to believe that.
My Humps I wasn't in, like.
That's high school.
No, it wasn't. Was it?
My Humps you're at least in 9th grade by the time My Humps is out.
No, wait, you're right.
I know.
Because I remember we had, like, our junior dance or something.
Yeah.
And, like,
My Humps. Yeah. My Humps.
I drive these brothers crazy. I do.
Yeah, see, that was. You see, that was going on. That was a lot of Yes Jules in there. I drive these brothers crazy, but Fergie's a white woman. You see that? There's a lot
That's where it started.
Yes Jules.
That was
blame
my jam.
Blame Fergie for Yes Jules. I'm gonna go in honor of today.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with "Bring It All to Me" Black featuring.
Oh
NSYNC.
my God.
Now there is some speculation. There is a lot of speculation. All these years, I thought it was JC. But I've seen album credits that attribute that to Joey Fatone.
Really?
That's
because
for the longest I was like, yo, JC went off. I said JC tried to.
It was definitely JC because Joey can't sing.
That's what I thought. But Joey Fatone is getting the credits for that. So I don't know.
Cool.
Maybe he wrote it. But
maybe.
Are you liking?
Are you feeling my Timbs?
My gangster.
My baggy jeans.
What?
My thug appeal.
My thug appeal.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk all about it.
That's a good
my
song.
goodness.
That's a good one.
I needed them to be in the video.
I know.
I remember I would watch the Bring It All to Me video. Like where's
I don't know why they weren't. They were credited, but they weren't in the video.
I don't see them. I don't need to see these three. R.I.P. to one of them passed away. One of the ladies in black passed away.
The rapper.
Yes.
She was Left Eye's cousin.
All the rappers and girl groups.
I know.
Stop rapping. Women, stop rapping.
Stop rapping.
Just stop rapping, ladies. Except Remy Ma. Remy Ma could rap forever.
She could stay.
She could stay.
But yeah.
I think you only said it because she's from the Bronx. I don't think you know any of her records. But that's neither here nor there.
Okay, guys. So we're going to wrap this up. Thank you, Mouse, for coming on this podcast. Having me. This was amazing. Tell the people where they could find you again.
You could find me in St. Louis smoking on the. That was a little Nelly attribution because I feel like the timeline was, acting up yesterday.
They were so hot yesterday about that.
Nelly
versus Drake.
Nelly over Drake at all times. Drake could never.
Never in his life.
Never. Drake could never tell you there's a pole in your basement. Never.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
And be like, I was just playing.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna do it. Never.
Love all these references.
What was Drake in his Air Force Ones?
No.
Did he need 2 pair?
No.
Per?
2 per.
He didn't need 2. Where's Drake Phantom of the Opera? Huh? He didn't have Slow Down.
Nope. Nelly was a man.
Murphy Lee? Huh? Keywan? Huh? Ali? Huh?
Damn, just name dropping all of them.
There ain't no Drake lunatics.
No.
Ain't no
OVO couldn't do it.
Ain't no OVO tunics. Who they got? Nobody. Quentin Miller.
Party.
What's his gimmick? What's his gimmick? He got 1 foot. Huh?
All right, now you just being too much.
I'm just saying, party's okay.
He's all right.
But he's no Murphy Lee.
Oh.
What the hook gonna be? Shake your tail feather. There's none of this. So what I never want to hear again is a comparison between Nelly, Cornelius with the Band-Aid. If there's Becky with the good hair, there's Cornelius with the Band-Aid. I never want to hear that ever again.
Okay, guys, you heard it first.
Put some respect, cause y'all know how I get down. I'm in the Fuse offices and we're talking about NSYNC, so I'm trying to show decorum. But y'all know how I really am. I'll do mean things to your baby mothers and your fathers who you don't know. So please be respectful of all things King Cornelius. But you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, Facebook, all of that jazz. Mouse Jones.
Yeah.
On Twitter and Instagram, it's Mouse_Jones. I just made the jump from Snapchat to InstaSnap because I got tired of seeing grown men with flower crowns on their head.
Not a good look.
And dog filters. I got tired of seeing people with baby mothers with dog filters.
Yeah.
Got tired of that. So I went to InstaSnap. So it's a very responsible place over there. I run a very responsible social media handle.
Sure.
You could also catch every Thursday morning on the iTunes podcast app and SoundCloud app. The He-Man Woman Haters Club podcast. Okay. That's all one word. It is an ode to the Little Rascals, people. I don't hate women. I love them.
There you go. All right, guys. Also follow me on Twitter, Bianca and Rogue, and also hashtag Besterday on Twitter and Instagram, and rate us on iTunes. So that is a wrap.
And if you've been made to feel any sort of kind of way during the recording of it, no, I'm just playing. That's what I do at the end of my show.
Bye, guys.